You know, after talking to hundreds of people, one of the things that I've found when I do my coaching is a lot of people really don't know where they are from a spiritual perspective. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome to Easy Career Growth. Easy Career Growth is a place where you can go and learn techniques, processes, and put together plans to ensure that you see your career to its fullest potential. Thank you for joining. You know, after talking to hundreds of people, one of the things that I've found when I do my coaching is a lot of people really don't know where they are from a spiritual perspective if they're grounded. They carry a lot of negativity with them from past experiences. Maybe something happened in their life, maybe they're just not free thinking, maybe they don't see the future, maybe they aren't putting their mind to it. So one of the things I decided to do was go back and put together an 8-video series. It's the first time I'm doing this, but I'm putting together 8-video series. This is video number 1. It's basically about getting your mind ready, getting your inner self ready, because if you're not ready internally, then it's going to affect your career. No ways about it. So if you're not ready, set, mentally, physically ready to take on your career, to be the best you can be, it will hold you down. So I want to take a step back, if you will, and just go through some of the key fundamentals that you should be looking at before we get started, okay? So if you're with me, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's go. So have you ever closed your eyes and imagine you were a superhero, imagine you were somewhere else? Imagine that you were in this safe place. Maybe it was the beach, maybe it was up in the mountains, maybe it was a bubbling brook. Maybe fishing, maybe golfing, but maybe somewhere quiet. Maybe even in your room watching your favorite Netflix movie. But somewhere where you were quiet, you felt content, and you felt at ease. I want you to think about that place, because we need to go back to that place periodically doing this video, because you need to get yourself grounded. You need to find yourself a safe place. In this video, I'm going to give you some key ways to make sure that when you're trying to tackle something at the workplace, when you have something that's very, very strenuous, or you have something that you're starting to stress out a little bit about, I'm going to give you some techniques to get around that so you can have focus on the task at hand and not worry so much about what you got to do. This will allow your energy to be more free, and you can go out and just get it done. Okay, imagine you have this big presentation to give. Imagine or this big report out. The big bosses are coming in. You know, maybe it's the senior exec from out the region, or maybe it's just your boss. And you're getting all type of anxiety, you're getting nervous, you're starting to sweat, you're starting to, jumble your fingers around. You know this stress is brewing, you know it's coming at you, and you don't know how to control it. So I'm going to talk about some of the things that you need to do to be able to control that, because that's negative energy, and that negative energy will not allow you to think clearly about what you need to do. So you need to somehow put that noise, put that energy to good work, and put it inside your presentation. So you need to go back to that place that I was talking about a little bit earlier. That place is your mental spot, your mental safe place where you can go. You can go there and sit and chill for a minute, and you can think about what you need to do. Go back and reflect about peace. This is called mental visualization. Say it another way, it's your mind. It's how you imagine things. It's how you can take your body from being here, right? And you can go think about something and take your mind somewhere else. Just like when you could be at work and everything is great and you're in a safe place and you're feeling good, and you get a phone call from your boss and ask you to come into the office. Hey, tomorrow, next week, I need you to report out on A, B, and C. And immediately the energy is just sucked out of your body. It's just pulled out. How does it happen? How do you take that energy and put it back in and go back to your safe place? So how does this work? Let me just go back a little bit. How does this all tie together here? Because, stress is such a deadly thing. It's like a silent killer. It not only does it prevent you from doing the work that you need to do, but it also clouds up your clarity, your thinking, your processing making. It does all these things to you, and you don't even know you're doing it. So you need to get a report out. How do you think you're supposed to get that report out when you're in a place of stress, when you're in a place of agony, when you're in a place of fear, when you're in a place where you're saying to yourself, oh, this will never happen. Oh my God, I'm gonna bomb this. Oh, I'm gonna get this wrong. Oh, such and such is gonna be in the room. They're gonna be very, very strict. They're gonna be very strong. Or if I do the wrong thing in this presentation, it's gonna impact my career. You need to somehow take all of that noise, put it off on the side, go to your safe place in your mind. Think for a minute, meditate for a minute, just relax for a minute, and get your thoughts together, and then when you come out, you're gonna go, okay, how am I going to step by step, systematically pull together a plan? Who do I need to assist me with this plan? What other resources do I need to do? How much time do I need to have so I can probably prepare, so I can knock this thing out of the park? It's a whole lot easier to think that way if you know how to use some of the steps to get yourself back into that safe space that allows you comfortably to open up your mind, open up your chest, open up your body and go, okay, I got this. I feel strong about it. Now let's go forward. So this mentalization thing that I'm talking about here, have you ever seen a good movie and you know that movie by heart? Like one of the movies that I watch all the time is Goodfellas. Like me and my kids and friends, we know all the words. You know, we finish each other's sentences and we know it all. So it's a happy place, even though it's you know, cynical's a mafia, blah, blah, blah. But it's a fun movie for me. So when I start thinking about things that I want to be happy about, I go to Goodfellas, right? I don't know where you're gonna go, but I go to Goodfellas because it's a laugh. It's a laugh. It's almost like, you know, when I got a big meeting to go to, and I think this guy's gonna be really, really strict, I go back to that Joe Pesci scene. Do I amuse you? Do I make you laugh? You know, that type of stuff. It automatically takes my stress level down to almost zero. Some stress is good, too much stress is bad, but it almost pulls everything downward so I can go, okay, this is just another guy I'm talking to. Yes, he's a boss. Yes, he's a senior guy, but he's just a guy. He's just a gal at the end of the day. How do I allow myself to get out of this box and move somewhere else, figure out what I gotta get done, and then get back into this box? You know, let's take it to the scientists. The scientists say people who visualize themselves in a positive light, people that visualize themselves finishing a task are more likely to do better. This is why athletes, even people in the Olympics, they imagine themselves standing on the stage with the gold medal in their hand. They imagine themselves with the trophy. They imagine them making that big jump, making that putt. They do this over and over and over in their head, so when they get to that point, they're ready to go. They use this visualization to their benefit. They use it to their benefit. So if I can get you to start thinking positively about what you gotta do, apply that to your family, you will start to see incremental steps of improvement. Because you have a different way of thinking you're not gonna do good. You think something's gonna go wrong. It's gonna go wrong. You've already said it. You're already in your mind, you're thinking, yeah, it's gonna go wrong. You gotta get yourself out of that mindset. No matter what environment you came from, no matter where you lived before, no matter what you've done, no matter if you had abusive parents or abusive teachers or whatever situation you are in your life, if you feed on that negativity, it will trap you. Say it again. It will trap you in your career growth, right? You need to fill that stuff up so you can start thinking positively about yourself. Then when you start thinking positively about yourself, then you can go in and start to apply some of the other techniques that you need to succeed. But if you got one leg trying to succeed and the other leg saying, woe is me, I'm not gonna make it, you're not gonna make it. So let's keep going. Let's dig a little bit deeper here. So let's take it a little bit further. So if you close your eyes for a second and imagine that you are standing on a podium and there's 3,000 people in the audience and you just given your presentation and there's 1,000 people out there and they're clapping, all clapping at you, all saying, what a good job. You still got the mic in your hand. What do? You begin to smile. You begin to start to feel inside. It's finally done. It's over. But you've already practiced this thing. You've already seen this in your head. You already knew this was going to happen because you believed it was going to happen. You knew right from the very beginning this was going to happen because you already prophesied it. You already saw it. You already believed it. You already put that out in the universe. It's going to happen. Then when you put that out there, now you go back and you put together your plan and you practice, you execute it, you practice, you execute, practice. Because it's a game to you, right? I know it's gonna happen. I just gotta do it now. I just gotta go get it done. I feel all right. Nobody's gonna bomb, no one's gonna do bad, no one's gonna stop me, no one's gonna get in my way. I'm gonna go kill it, guys. I'm gonna go kill it. Why? You gotta get that grit in your head to succeed. You gotta get the haters out of the way, you gotta get the boo birds out of the way, you gotta focus where you gotta get done. And that all starts with yourself. It starts with yourself. And when you look around the world at very, very successful people, 9 times out of 10, they got that I'm gonna win. I got that you can't tell me that I'm not good enough. They believe in themselves. And you gotta take that energy of belief, apply it to your life. It's gonna be a whole lot easier trying to apply some of the things that you need to do in your life to make it better. If you don't apply some of these things, you're gonna struggle with it. Talk about positive thinking. Sometimes you might feel, well, why are these obstacles just in front of me? You can find 1,000 different reasons why you can't get something done, okay? There's 1,000 reasons, right? And the world's picking on you, you're not tall enough, you don't come from a rich family, you didn't go to an Ivy League school, and on and on, right? You can just find excuses to stop your progression, right? That's what people want you to do, because the people who get this, they're gonna go by you, they're gonna fly by you. And in career, right, it's a game also, right? You wanna be the champion, you wanna be CEO, wherever you wanna go. But you gotta play the game, and you gotta get your mental stuff squared away. So, mental toughness, right? Mental toughness. You gotta be able to say, no matter what, I'm gonna win. Using a business coach can be a game changer. Coach can help you define your goals, pick your strategy, and also stay aligned and stay focused throughout your journey. I've been doing this for over 24 years, and I can help guide you through some of the many obstacles that you might face inside and outside of the working environment. So if you're committed to your career growth, I'd love to invite you to a no obligation, no pressure, free, complimentary session with me. Hit this link below that takes you to my website where you can set up your session. And let's get back into the video. Thank you. Number 2, you gotta be able to feel it. It's not craziness. You have to really visualize what you want out of this world. You really need to think about what you want. You really need to detail it in, right? If you want to do this in your career and you can't see it, you can't feel it, and you think it's just gonna ad hoc just plop into your life, it may happen that way. But I tell you, if you can see where you want to go, understand where you want to go, then you can put together a plan to get where you want to go, because then you're focused, then you have a plan, then you're trying. Now you know, visually, physically, nobody's gonna take this away from you and go get it. Will there be obstacles? Absolutely. But this empowers you to go forward. Last thing to talk about here is letting go mental traps, the negative mental traps, okay? Talked about this a little bit earlier, but there's so much negativity in the world, right? You cut in the news, this is going on over there, woe is me, food prices going up, gas is going up, stock market's down. Every time you turn around, there's something to pull you down or to pull energy out of you, because people strive on it. There's people gossiping on this, there's people talking about that. There's always something. You have enough stress in your life because life is full of stress, right? But there's some things that you need to let go, right? Let it go. If you have a bad day yesterday, let it go. Yesterday's gone. Go forward. If something happened to you bad on the job last week, okay, my career is shot now because that happened to me, blah, blah, blah. I never recover from that. If that's your attitude, then quit, right? Just go find another job. But that's not the case. Everything's recoverable. Tomorrow's a new day. Get in there again. Find out what you did wrong, figure it out, go forward, right? And if you have to change another job, take that, lesson learned with you. Build upon that and go. Don't let anybody pull you down. Get rid of those negative traps, because those traps, every time you try to make a step forward, you're gonna get pulled back a little bit because of that negative trap. Oh, my dad said I was never gonna be nothing. My college coach kicked me off the team. My professor said that was dumb. Who cares what they say? It's about you now and your career and your future, right? And only one person that can control that. That's yourself. So control it. Control it. The first thing you need to do, you want to climb your career, you want to hit the top, is get your mindset. You got to be able to see things positively. You have to protect what goes in, and you need to protect what goes out. This is where it's at. This is where all the information is. So, I'm telling you, get your head right. And the next video, we're gonna go a little bit deeper. It's 8 different sessions that I'm putting together here. Got a little bit deeper, a little bit stronger, but I tell you, at the end, when you go through all 8 of them, you're gonna come out, you're gonna go, wow. Because I went through this myself. It works. I pulled this together. It's pretty cool. If you like what you hear, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come over to my website and let's have one-on-one conversation. No obligation, no money, no nothing. Just come talk. You know, at the end of it, you're gonna learn something and you're gonna be able to share it with your friends. So it's not all fun and games, but we're gonna have some fun along the way. So if you like this video, stay tuned for the next one. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.